Good morning, day 12, working on the conversion van. Thursday, Friday, we were out shopping for decorative panels to put here where the TV's gonna go on this wall right here, because it's gonna be about 80 inches of the wall space. So we want to do like a double panel with the light behind it, and we're gonna have all the deco doors, sample doors mounted on that. And we also on the back I did a door. We want to do a hidden door, so we're thinking about the panels for there too. The cabinets, we already know the colors that we're gonna get, and the sizes pretty much already got that set up. So those 2 days killed me, and then Saturday I had my granddaughters for almost 10 hours, about 10 to 7. Good time we had them, so I was not able to work, and I enjoyed being with them, so I didn't mind that day. But here it is, day 12. I'm gonna start I already did all the electricity on this side. You see the wires all the way in the back. I got my outlet 1, 2. I got an outlet for where I'm gonna put the coffee, a single coffee maker. Down here is gonna be inside. Well, I was thinking about this. I was gonna put the computer and a small printer inside the 18-inch cabinet. I don't think it's gonna work. So I have a 30. I think it's a 30 or 33. I believe that's a 30-inch sink base. And it's bigger, it's inside, it doesn't have a shelf because it's a sink base, that's where the plumbing goes. So I'm thinking about putting a rollout in there and putting the printer and the computer next to each other, and not in here cramped out. I have more room to air, to circulate, to be not crowded in there, and for me to be able to pull it in and out, be able to make the printer function, so I can just open the door, grab the paper. So I'm gonna switch it over. So I'm gonna see if this cord is long enough. If it's not long enough, I'm gonna have to run another cord here, because these are things that you think about. That's why planning is very important, and taking your time on these builds. Because once you build it, if you put your fridge here and there, it's there. Your bed is, if your bed is here or up here, is up here. I don't have that issue because I'm not gonna have a fridge or a bed in here. But people that do it for traveling, I'm doing it for a display, so it's totally different. So those are the things you gotta, like 2 days ago, last night when I was doing this, and then yesterday I had the time, I thought about it. I'm like, maybe I'll switch it over to the 30. It's not a big deal. It's still gonna be inside the cabinet, and from there to there. So I just gotta see if the wire's long enough. If not, I'm gonna have to rewire that one. So those are the things that is better even before it went up. So all I gotta do is pull this wire out and put another one, and good to go. And I do have some wires coming in today. I ran out of the yellow one, the 12-2, to run my outlets. So today, since I ran out of that, why am I dressed like today? I'm in Florida. For those that have seen my channel before, I'm in Florida. And believe it or not, today is 32 here in West Palm Beach. It's colder even up in Jacksonville, Tampa, Orlando. My kid is in Orlando. He told me it's about 10 degrees. So, and the good thing is that I'm going to be doing is the electricity wiring. It's inside the van. I got it turned on. I got the heater on. It's blowing heat back here. Plus we had the insulation. So it doesn't feel bad here to run wires. So I'm gonna run all my wires possible today, all the wires. I'm gonna go, well, I was going by section, and the first section was gonna be the wires for the first section was gonna be for my outlets. So today I got an 18 gauge, and I believe 18 gauge and a 16 gauge, and these are gonna be for all my LEDs. So I'm gonna be running all my LEDs right now, also from this where they're gonna be put. I'm gonna be running it, and this is where. And it's mad windy today too, not just cold, windy today. So I'm gonna be running the LEDs lights today, and then after that I'm gonna start running all the AC that requires, I think it's the 14 gauge, the red and white, the red and black wires that are used for connectors for the battery, because my AC is gonna come out of the radiator. It's gonna come out of the alternator on a 12 volt, on a 12, come out from there, and I'm gonna run the wires all the way back here, and I'm gonna be running it. Mine's gonna be run on a lithium battery, the 12 volt. The lithium battery, I got a DC to DC charger to the battery. The battery's gonna be charging my 3000 power inverter, and since the AC is a 110 plug, so I'm all screwed. It must be the cold or something. I'm just like saying all kinds of, speaking all gibberish. It's the AC I'm getting, it's a 12V. So I'm gonna run my 12V out of my 3000 power inverter. It's a plug and play, pretty much plug and play or plug and use, you know. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Day 12 of the mobile 4-1 kitchen cabinet mobile showroom. First thing I did this morning was organize, threw everything to the side. Now the easiest thing to do is run wires if you have a clear path. So that's what I did today. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Anyways, let me go show you first before I hang up. So, as you can see, this is where I got my wiring. And I got it set up. And so you can see a little bit of my wiring work. This is coming out. It's just hanging there because I got a drill. I got to drill in here a bit for a hole so I can run the wire. And also too, what I'm going to be running later, I'm going to get those is I'm going to run 2 HDMIs to the computer. Why? Because whenever gets fried or whatever, I'll have 2 of them. So I'm going to grab the HDMI, run the HDMI cord, boom, 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 and leave my HDMI so that way I can connect my computer to the HDMI. And here how beautiful that wire looks. That's also too, it's gonna be, this one is also to the extra one that's gonna go right here, the extra one. And then I got all of them over here. What I'm gonna do, I bought the Smurf here. I'm gonna protect these because here is this metal, it is sharp. This metal sharp right here, not over here. Here's pretty nice, and I guess it's because it had this frame, so this frame had to be, you know, nice and tight in there. But here I gotta protect these cables right here because of the movement and stuff. This could, you know, I just don't want it to cut the wires and have an electrical shock here or something. So I got them all coming through here, and on the back side, that's where my station is gonna be. This is where my station is gonna be. I stole 3 more inches off of here, 3.5. So I'm gonna start my cabinets from this wood this way, and I'm also gonna cut my cabinets down to 21 inches. Normally a base cabinet is 24. I'm gonna cut it down to 21 inches. And then here, back here, I'm gonna do the niche, and that's where I'm gonna be connecting each station separately. So I'm gonna be connecting my outlets all the way up here. So I'm gonna do a niche, and then I'm gonna divide it. So I'm gonna divide 3 stations so that way they can be away from each other. So I run these cables all the way in the high, on the top, and then I come out and I go under. That's my plan, but we'll see. Let me get going because it's the day's going long and it's getting colder. All right, see you soon. You guys, the conversion mobile showroom cabinet and panels, countertops, handles. Anyways, remodeling. So I really had to rethink this, and that's what I'm saying. Decisions. It's better to sit back I got a small little step ladder there, and I sit and I look at the diagram. And what I say to my wife, I've been doing this 15 years, I said, become the layout. When you become the layout, that means you're the wire, you're the wall, you're the cabinet, you're the sink, you're the stove, you know, based on my industry, you're the handles. You'll become that, and you say, where would I be better at? Where would it be more comfortable with it being me be at? So you can see the wires here, right? Before I was talking in a video earlier that I ran them through here. But then I saw, then I won't be able to curve them through here. And this is part of the light. So I would have not eliminated, but I would have to just throw it in there. I'm leaving it here for now, but I'm gonna put it back in. So what I did is, since I know I was gonna create a niche back here, I said, why can't it be inside the niche? Why does it have to be inside of here? Even though this is gonna be part of the niche. There's gonna be a niche right here, all the way to here, probably about 9 to 10 inches. And then I said, if I run this through here, inside the Lazy Susan, if I don't have the space, that's why I'm gonna cut the back of the Lazy Susan, slide in the battery, because the Lazy Susan is 24 deep, but I'm gonna cut it down to 21. The batteries, I think, is 13 or 14 deep, so it'll be able to slide in there. So I would do a niche in the bottom part of the cabinet, slide it in there, only for the battery. The rest will be out here, so it'll be just the battery with 2 plugs coming out and coming into the niche wall. Just like a bathroom, just like a niche of a bathroom. That's what I'm gonna create. So what I wanted to do, since the battery's heavy and it's gotta be sitting on this part or inside the cabinet, these are the way the red and black gauges are coming from the battery from the front, and also from the 12 volt that I'm running from the alternator. So I'm gonna run that all the way through the bottom, and I'm gonna run it in here. So I made 2 holes for each wire, the red, because those are the bigger ones, coming in here, boom. And if I have to put the battery inside, now these 2 wires will connect. I'll reverse it. I'll have the 2 outlets, the 2 connectors on the front are connected, and it's right there. Done deal. And then this one, I was able to run all the wires. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 3 separate sections on this niche. So on this one, I'm gonna do a niche, and I'm gonna do another box here, and then I'm gonna put another front box plate, and I'm gonna box these in so it can look nice and clean. And then on this side, well, on the end, all the way at the end, I'm gonna have the fuse box. So the fuse box, so these will go, and it'll go straight down, connect to the fuse box. The fuse box will be inside of its own box. The LEDs don't require a lot. So the LED as well. The LEDs, I'm gonna come from here, come here, and probably connect them down here, make another niche, smaller niche, and then come with 1 wire only for the power inverter. So this is the 3 sections that I've been talking about, and when I wanna divide them too. I was reading that, you have so many different voltage running through. I don't want interference, so I'm trying to avoid as much as interfering as possible. So that's why these LEDs are all the way over here. You can see the wire. I got 3 stages. So I got the LEDs up here. On this bottom here, I got the outlets, the 12 110, and then on the bottom over here, all the way through the bottom of this, the van itself, and coming out through here. That's why I'm gonna have the gauges, the bigger gauges. So this is the what I just changed, that I had it here. I went here, because the panel's gonna go right here. Let me just show you guys. The back of the panel to enclose this van is gonna go from here. This is where the panel's gonna go. The cabinet's gonna lean here, and see, and this is gonna be 48 all the way across. So from this point to this point, it'll be my niche. So that's what I created, and of course I either paint it or wrap it with a rug or something to make it look more attractive. I'm picky like that, so I might paint it or wrap it. So I'm gonna put a 3/4 inch panel directly to this one, mold it on here, and then on the back side, just to give the cabinets a little bit of more meat where they could grab on the wood, I might just cut a 2-inch, maybe 3/4 inch, and put it on here on the back side of the 3/4 inch panel. So when they screw the cabinet, it's just not holding the 3/4 inch panel. It also is holding another piece of wood. So I'm putting about maybe an inch and a half of plywood behind it. So that way when the cabinet grabs, it grabs a little bit of more meat. And on that same point, that one will be the one that I could hold, and I could screw also to all the fuse gauges and everything that I need to mount up on the back of here, because all my stuff is gonna be mounted on the walls. That's my plan. All right, this is the update right now. I was doing the LEDs, and that's when I came here with the LEDs. You can see I came here with the LEDs, and then that's when I started rethinking the whole process here. So let's see how this turns out, but that's what I did. Day 12 of the mobile showroom conversion for kitchen cabinets. So day 12 is over for me. 7 o'clock at night, and this is how the mess looks. And you know what's impressive is that this is the graveyard, or I think it's called the boneyard. All the stuff that people don't see, all the stuff that people don't gonna see. As soon as I put a plywood on top of here, put my cabinets on top of here, nobody's gonna notice what the heck I went through doing all this. Only me in the videos. That's why I post them, or I record them, and then I'm gonna post them. But anyways, this is the 4-1 kitchen cabinet design, and this thing keeps shaking like crazy. Sorry if you guys get seasick, but you know, let me lower it. But still, it just, you know, when I walk, I'm in a van. So I was able to run all the LEDs. I just put them up here for now so they could be out of the way. I think I ordered the floor. That's what I did. I ordered the floor today. Hopefully it comes in within the next day or two. So I could put the floor. Why I want to put the floor? Just because of the reason. I think that should be the next step. I'm going to wrap it. So because once I already ran all my electricity, I only got two wires to run. It's for an LED switch over here. Light, and an LED light over there. And of course the ceiling ones, but I already got the main one right here. And then off of this one, we're gonna feed into the lights themselves. So I put the all here so they can be out of the way anyways. If I'm going through here, they would just stand in here. So let me show you guys a little bit up close. So this is pretty much how the electricity work is looking. I love how I did it. I like how it came out. I like how clean it looks. Believe it or not, all the wires are together, pretty much even. Coming out of here. Then, like I said, I'm gonna do a little niche here. So these I'm gonna box them in together, all of them, and then they're gonna come straight down into the fuse box itself. So overall, maybe this thing will stop shaking unless it's windy today, but it was very windy today. All right, so here it is. So like I was saying, this is gonna be, I took it inside. Yeah, I took out everything. I was running these wires with cable boxes and tools in here, and you know, when you're walking and you're trying to pull, you're stumbling over everything. But dumb me, I just I cleaned it after I was done. I took everything into the garage, well, inside the house, in the garage. So it was and I, based on that experience, I said, get rid of. If you don't belong here in this project for what I'm working on, you're out of here. So I took everything out. You can see how clean it is. I even swept it. The only thing I left is this 4x8, but I'm gonna throw it on the floor, and it's gonna feel like I'm walking on the floor itself. But this is the conversion. I came in. Here's gonna be my black and my red wire. This is a 4 gauge, really thick. This is gonna go to the batteries, and this from here, I think it's gonna go to the DC. And then the DC is gonna go to the lithium batteries. I also have a power inverter back here. I got fuses, 300 amp fuses, power switches off, you know, to protect everything. You know, I'm doing so much work, you know, what is a few extra work to do it right? So I'm gonna put fuses, kill switches, anything that I would not affect. Also, to the good wires, or you know, good quality wires. So I'm investing on this because I wanted to. And it's a showroom, so when the people come in, I don't want lights flickering. I don't want power to shut off. I don't want the AC not be strong enough. It's still pulling. So what I did is that I'm gonna go with the 300 lithium battery for now, with a DC being charged in it, right? Oh no. Oh no, this is what happens when you have this Ford. The light just turns off. I gotta figure out how to keep them on. But anyways, like I was saying, and I'm not gonna cut those. I'm gonna put those. Those are the bloopers. But anyways, like I was saying, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the lithium battery. It's gonna go right here. And I'm gonna go with that for now to start off with. But if I see that the 12 volt AC is not powerful enough, or it's not charging enough, the lithium is not helping keep the charge, I'll go with one solar panel and throw the one solar panel up there. And the reason why I might go with a solar panel now too is because I might get a small fridge and keep that small fridge with a few waters, because I do have a coffee station, but I never thought about a water, you know. And you can't offer coffee and then say, well, you like coffee, and they say, how about a water? And I say, I don't have a water. So I'm thinking I might have to go ahead and throw a solar panel in here, because it'll do two purposes. It'll keep my refrigerator cool. The energy, I'm in Florida, so there's always gonna be sun, at least to run it. And then at the same time, it could keep also too helping me out with my battery. Well, that's the goal that I'm gonna go with. First, I'm gonna test that thing, but even if I test it and it's okay, just because of the refrigerator, I might go already with 200, I think. Well, I don't know what they called, how many amps or whatever they run, but I think it said 200. And the term, I don't know what it is, solar panel. I might just go with one on top and then go from there. And then if I see I need an extra one, I just go get an extra one. But for right now, I'm gonna go with the battery, one solar panel, in for the fridge purpose. But this is the build, the formal kitchen cabinets. Like I said, I redid this. I love how I did it. I took them off of here and I did them here. This looks a lot cleaner because the panel's gonna go from this point this way, and this is gonna create the niche. So like I was saying before, be the layout, be the van. Just sit in it, evaluate, picture yourself, be in the cables. Are you comfortable here? No, you don't look good there, you know. Let's find another solution, another way to make you work. So that's what I did. But I'm gonna go take a shower. It's been cold today here in Florida, about 30, 40s. Tomorrow, I don't know why it's in the agenda right now, because I just ordered the floor. It's not coming in tomorrow. I did order the LED lights, the 16 gauge. I'm gonna use this. I've been using the 16 gauge for my LED in my headlights. I mean my roof lights, and that is coming tomorrow. So when that comes in, that's what I'm gonna finish. Once I knock out those lights, the connection, I should be done with the lights, you know, with running the wires, except the one for the ceiling lights, because those you gotta wait to install, so that way you could daisy them one for the other. But I can run the main source and then leave it there, then you daisy them from one to the other. Anyways, good night, and thank you for watching the showroom. It's gonna be showroom. A showroom, basically, computers, designs. I'm gonna be able to design. I'm gonna be able to sit with the customers, go over their layouts with them. I'm gonna be able to print the invoices for them. I'm gonna be able to charge them right there and then, you know. So this is basically gonna be just everything that I used to do before, and for 11 years. Well, 15 years sitting at a desk, 11 years as a business owner, and 4 as an employee when I was working doing this. So it's basically 15 years I was sitting down at a desk and just, you know, just doing the same thing I'm gonna do here in a mobile, just in somebody's driveway, somebody's parking lot. And you can still be at home, finish your movie, finishing your Netflix. I could be writing up everything, then I just tell you to come out, you come out and close the deal right there and then. So let's see how it goes. Is something my wife thought about. It's a mobile showroom, kitchen cabinets, that I have not seen one. I looked around and I haven't seen no one. And if somebody has something like this, I'll bet you it's probably some doors and a couple of things inside of there. No, I'm gonna be doing displays. Once you see this, you're gonna be amazed of what the outcome of this, and I hope I'm amazed too. And the most amazing thing about this is that I've done everything so far. Me and my wife has been the only ones who's done everything. I've asked for help, not help, but I've been trying to hire people, and they've been busy, so that way we could keep the process moving a little bit quicker. And also too, I have not done this over 20 years. I have not drilled, hammered, cut things or anything like that. I was more of a desk guy, and I decided to go ahead and do this project, and my wife is stunned. My wife is amazed about what I've done. And it goes to show that sometimes you could be with somebody 15, 20 years and something about them that you didn't know they could do, or something about them that you didn't know. And here she goes. I told her, I said, hey, look, we've been together 15 years and now you just find out something that I could do and that I've been doing, well, that I know I could do and did. But anyways, enough of me. The 411 kitchen cabinet mobile showroom conversion.